YouTube, what's going on? It's Darren with Healthy Living Right. We are here at Whole Foods. We're going to go take a look at 5 of the top fermented foods to help support and promote a healthy gut microbiota. So let's go shopping. So if you're actually lactose intolerant or having some gut issues from lactose, check out the Alexandria 100% grass-fed organic A2 yogurt. A2 has been shown to be a little more tolerated by people who are having lactose issues. It's organic, high in omega-3s. It's vat pasteurized, which means low temperature pasteurization, gives a better quality to the milk and yogurt. Non-homogenized, which gives a rich, creamy texture because the fat globules have not been broken down. This is a great option for you. Not super high in protein, but an amazing tasting yogurt. Now, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know I'm a huge fan of the White Mountain Bulgarian yogurt. This is a probiotic powerhouse. It has 90 billion CFUs, that's colony forming units, and it's just power packed with macro and micronutrients. It's a great product to add into your smoothies. I add it into my cottage cheese at nighttime just to get a little extra flavor and tartness. It is a great product, and I absolutely recommend you trying this. Just a little bonus, this is not one of the 5 top fermented foods, but Bubby's makes a great kosher dill pickle. They don't use sugar or vinegar, just fresh natural ingredients. They're using the cucumber, water, salt, garlic, and a little dill spices and mustard seed. Great, great pickle. Try to avoid the ones with vinegar. Now it is a little pricey. It's at $10.79. Now one of my favorites is sauerkraut. I love the wild brine sauerkraut. The roasted garlic organic kraut. Tastes amazing. Unpasteurized, so it's just raw cabbage, simple ingredients. Check this out. It has just organic cabbage, garlic, sea salt, and a little garlic powder. They have a multitude of flavors. You can also find this at Costco. But just keep in mind, you want to keep it raw, unpasteurized. Don't allow any heat to be used in the processing of it. And don't pour out the fluids because the brine has a huge amount of colony forming units when it comes to the probiotics and postbiotics. As you could see, Whole Foods also offers many different sauerkrauts. One here in the bag, again, unpasteurized, simple, organic cabbage, water, and sea salt. Great options. This is definitely a little bit better price than the other one, but just more options that Whole Foods offers. Sometimes I find it quite difficult finding organic sauerkraut without the vinegar added to it. And once you add vinegar, you're completely omitting the benefits. And for $3.99, you can't go wrong. Now, if you can handle a little spicy, Sunja's has an amazing kimchi. This is a traditional staple in Korea. This is a powerhouse of fermented cabbage. I love sauerkraut, but this honestly has it beat because it's just loaded with cabbage, carrots, green onions, sea salt, peppers, garlic, and ginger. You can't really go wrong. For $6.99, this is a powerhouse, has been shown to help reduce inflammation, lower blood sugar. Absolutely phenomenal product. Whole Foods does have another kimchi that is fairly great when it comes to being clean ingredients. It's called Mother-in-Law's. It does use sugar. I'm not a fan of sugar. I try to avoid it at all costs, but it is in the fermentation, which most likely is being broken down by the microbes in the fermentation process. But I prefer to use Sunja's when it comes to fermented kimchi. Now, if you haven't tried kombucha, you are absolutely missing out. Kombucha is such a great beverage. I love to drink it, especially if I have a little craving for something sweet and carbonated. The carbonation from the fermentation process is just perfect, and it has a nice little sweet and tartness to it, helps aid in digestion. It's made with SCOBY and also sugar. Now, SCOBY is the symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. That's what it stands for. I love GT's Synergy Kombucha. Always look for the raw. GT's does it absolutely right. It has 12 grams of sugar, but remember those sugars are broken down by the fermentation process. They use kiwi juice as their sugar base to create the fermentation process. Without sugar or a fruit juice of some type, you don't have kombucha. It has 9 billion living probiotics, but the biggest benefit in the emerging science is the postbiotics. from all of these fermented products I have talked about. Last but not least on the top 5 list is kefir. I love organic kefir. I always go for the grass-fed, plain, unsweetened kefir. I'm showing you the one that I have in my refrigerator just because I have a hard time finding the grass-fed and organic. I ran around to several stores trying to find it, and I am always loading up on this. I use it in my protein shakes. I use it to mix up my greens and fruit in the blender. I use kefir every single day. It has 12 live and active probiotic cultures, but again, remember, the benefits are actually showing from the emerging science is that it's the postbiotics, the metabolites of the active cultures while they're breaking down during the fermentation process that are having the true benefits with our gut and our gut epithelial cells, coming from butyrate, which is one of the 3 short-chain fatty acids, the CFAs, that are showing the benefits. But try to incorporate kefir of some kind into your diet on a daily basis. These are great pro and postbiotic drink beverages. So just keep in mind, when you're shopping for a fermented food, you want to look for foods that actually say probiotics, live and active cultures. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be in there. They may have already died off, but the key ingredients is not just the probiotic aspect. It's what I talked about in a previous video. It's the postbiotics. The postbiotics are what are being found now to have such amazing benefits, creating the vitamins, the nutrients. It's the metabolites from the postbiotics, such as the short-chain fatty acids, that are creating such benefits for your gut. But the important thing is, if you're already doing some of these processes, if you're taking the steps to improve your gut health, you're on the right track. So as usual, if you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, share with a friend or family member, and stay tuned. There will be more content like this coming up in the future. I got some great projects in the plans. So until next time, keep healthy living right.